Just like that, welcome back. Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had an awesome time, awesome holiday. But guess what? That's over now. It's time to hit the charts. Time to make some money. Time to dig in a little bit. See what happened over the last week. Interesting developments. Yeah, we always say that, but everything always gets a little bit more interesting every single time we come on here. So glad to see you. Let's get it. Crypto After Dark. If you haven't done so, please go hit like. Cost absolutely nothing here to hit the like button. It's free. While you're there, subscribe. We miss out when we don't subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you see what's going on. We're getting close to 10,000. I keep saying that, but we haven't broken 10,000 yet. So the more you share this link around, right? The more you share this stream around, go share it to your social media. Go share it to everyone, right? Go hit like while you're at it. Tell them to hit like. We'll get to 10,000 because YouTube will put us out there for us. And when we get to 10,000, well, we got some stuff to give away. But not till then, getting closer. So I've got a whole list of coins to go through. I want to go through what you all have asked for over here. Plus, I've got to write down what the rest of everyone else has asked for on Twitter. Not before we go through what was on the thumbnail, because I want to start doing that first, right? I want to start talking about what I pointed out with the thumbnail on purpose. The thumbnails I make are not an accident. The thumbnails I make are on purpose because typically I've seen something in the chart that makes me think, hey, let's look at this. Or, hey, have you seen this, right? That's important to me. So I constantly make these thumbnails for a reason. Right? They're not just me making clickbait. I don't like that. So whenever you see the thumbnail, understand that I'm probably got something important to talk about. And that's Ethereum. I've got Ethereum pulled up on the weekly at the moment. Couple interesting lines. Number one, that 50 Fibonacci line at roughly $2,000 is playing hardball. And it's played hardball for the entire year of 2023. Likewise, the entire year of 2022. All the way back here, all the way over here. That's 2022 over there. Let me, by the way, close some of these tabs out. I can already tell my computer's going to get pissed by having all this stuff open. There we go. Played hardball. It didn't break back there. It didn't break over here. It still hasn't broken over here. In fact, it almost looks like we're building a bit of a bull flag over here. Okay? We'll talk about that in a second. More so what I wanted you to see was the fact that this 50 Fibonacci line at roughly $2,000 has not broken. Close. Has not broken. Ethereum is somewhat behind in theory as compared to Bitcoin based on the Fibonacci lines. Bitcoin is actually all the way up here at the 618 level, where Ethereum is only at the 50 Fibonacci retracement level. So, got to wait a little bit longer here for Ethereum to catch up. We know the order. The order is typically Bitcoin, Ethereum, then alts. We've seen a little bit of gray area there where it's been Bitcoin, then all alts, and then maybe some Ethereum and maybe some more Bitcoin back and forth. This is indicative of a non-bull market where we're close to the bull market, but we're not quite there yet. All right. I've been saying that for quite a while that we're not quite there yet. We're getting close, but we haven't quite got over that hump just yet. So this is the weekly, and I wanted you to see this first. It's just this level's playing hard. Hasn't broken yet. In time, I do think it breaks. Now, if we go to the daily, we see what the thumbnail was. We see the bullish engulfing that you see on the chart. What is bullish engulfing? Bullish engulfing is when the previous day's candle with wicks, whatever, you can do bodies if you want, but when the previous day's candle is fully enveloped by the next day's candle, engulfing it, completely covering it, essentially. And that's what happened. Last couple of days, great price action. Now, yesterday wasn't so good, throwing this red doji up at the top like this. Don't necessarily like that. But before that, we had all this red come through. Now, people will blame that. People will blame that on the news. I think that's a bit lazy. In fact, what you saw was any down get quickly gobbled right back up as soon as the market rolled over the next day. It's exactly what we've seen happen multiple times. When people think that everything is bad, the market rebounds even quicker. When people think everything is good, the market goes down. This is because mostly people don't know what they're doing. You come on here, you watch charts, you hear technical analysis. What you don't hear is bull crap. I don't have time for it. So, never worried about what people are doing. We know good and well that most of this stuff is bots and not people. It's big computers trading a ton of times, more times than you can even think. And since that's the case, why are we worried about what we can't control? Let's just play the game that we have in front of us. We're not playing Chinese checkers on a backgammon board. We're not going to play 5-card draw during a dice game. We have this game in front of us. Let's play what we have in front of us. Okay? I like what I see here. I'm a little worried that we haven't broken this level up here and we keep butting our head on it. And I know that was a bullish engulfing, and I know you could say that broke trend right there. And here's that flag I was kind of talking about. You could argue that it's broken north already. You could also make the argument that it hasn't. If I put other indicators up here like the pivot, hey, look, we're just smacking R3 over and over again. I looked at this previously. That's why I'm mentioning it. You'll also notice that I have a line right here with an alert set on it. I had a buy line set for this level. It missed it by $1. What are you going to do? I still have some stable coins that I haven't spent yet, and I had them saved specifically for Ethereum. And why did I do that? Well, what I plan on doing is borrowing that Ethereum, lending that Ethereum after I buy it. I plan on lending that to a DeFi platform and then borrowing against it. Taking that borrowed money, buying other altcoins, riding those altcoins up, paying back my loan, get my Ethereum unlocked, and by then the market will have gone up exponentially. We can do that because we know we have a bull market coming. If I didn't know there was a bull market coming, there is no way I would be doing that. No way. That's a terrible idea if you don't know that your asset's going to be all right. Especially in the crypto world, we know how volatile it is. We know that we can get liquidated if we're not paying attention. I haven't done that yet. I'm right on the edge of doing it. I hate having money burn a hole in my pocket. It's taken a lot of self-control to not spend it. I've been close. Like, I've got the beard going. That's the bull market beard. I don't want to shave it because I feel like the bull market's starting. And as long as this stuff keeps going, I'll keep the beard. I plan on keeping it for a long time. She's going to be mad. So that's why I talked about bullish engulfing. It's important. It's a good sign for upward price action. It's not a guarantee. All right, it's not a guarantee. But I do like how it erased yesterday's gains as if they never, Monday's losses. It erased Monday's losses as if they never happened, which is excellent. We want to see that. We want to see that continue to happen every single time. That's awesome. That's awesome. Or Monday's, Tuesday, whatever day it was. It erased those losses completely. Not every chart did that, but a lot did. And here's Bitcoin. Similar story. Oh, didn't mean to draw. Similar story. Not quite as bullish as Ethereum. Okay, it almost closed higher. It kind of closed even. And because it kind of closed even, it didn't quite break that level that you would like to see it break. It came close. It's all right. We're still above trend. This thing is still continuing its parabola. What do I mean by parabola? Essentially, it's broken north. And no matter what, continues to hold the trend. And this parabola is just sweeping right on up. All right. You can kind of follow that 50-day moving average right there and just kind of say that that's the parabolic line. All right. Till that 50-day moving average fails, there's really no reason to panic. It's kind of all good in the hood as long as that stays up. As long as price continues to follow along with the uptrend, we're fine. No reason to panic and bail. Have some broken? Yes, some have. And we'll go over those in a moment. Let me go say hey to everybody, write down all the assets we need to go over, and then we'll get cracking. All right, Warlander, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Can you please chart Kudos and Olas? Kudos and Olas. No problema. SDEX. Joke. Good to see you, brother. Mullet. This better be sweet potato pecan pod. Pecan. This better be sweet potato pecan pie for dessert. Almost. I gotcha. A pecan. I call it pecan, not pecan. Pecan. But I'm reading it like someone from not here would say. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Jeremy. Good to see you. SKA Brewing. All right. especially if you top it off with SKA Brewing and Mexican IPA with agave yeast. Let's go, Ron Poteet. That sounds great. I prefer Chantilly cream. That's fair. Good to see you, U-Boat Dab A Graham. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Dab says APTVET, APTVET, and STX Mana. We'll get those. Paulo, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Juan Pablo, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Christian, good to see you. Cheese, what's up, my guy? Dab again. Mazar, yes, absolutely. We'll check Mazar. That's been a darling of mine. I'm pretty happy about that so far. Jay Gross, good to see you, brother. Berserkly. Bullish CEO, good to see you. Python, we have to look down on the low time frames on that one because that's new. And honestly, new stuff's been popping lately. Farood, good to see you. Cody Kinsel, what's up, brother? Crypto Ojo, good to see you. Good. Turkey jams and charts. Let's go. Chad, my Jesus Christ, here we go. I'm not sure what to drink. Hang on. Tell you what, because we were on Zoom the other night and Jeremy Monroe had me drinking tequila, I've got the Ultra Premium Yayo Silver Ultra Premium. I got to tell you, this stuff's pretty good. I forgot how good it was. Whoops. So instead of whiskey, how about some tequila? Because it's a holiday, bro. It's a holiday. Live a little. Live a little. Damn. Ooh, man. That's trouble. That's why the women don't drink it. That's trouble. Oh my God. Danny Deep Pockets, Texas. Cheese. Jesus Christ. In case you guys don't know, when anyone donates on here, that's a drink. That's how it works. That's how it works. A donation, a drink. Woo. All right. Let's put that away. That's trouble. Ooh. Good stuff. All right. Danny Deep Pockets, good to see you. JL Parnell, good to see you, brother. Jeremy Monroe. Chadma, Vila. Okay. Vila. Rain. Damn, Rain, man. I missed that one, dude. But a couple guys in groups got it. EVMOS. Is that we? EVMOS. 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 If I say it 4 times, everyone will remember it. HNT and Pro. Good to see you, Tremaine. Good to see you, brother. I'm grabbing Johnny Walker Blue. Oh, okay. Go ahead, JP. All right, bro. What's up, Queenie? Good to see you. Wildwood Flower grows wild in the farm, and we never knew what it was called. That's an old school song. Most people aren't going to remember that. I remember you from the last bull market. Good to see you, brother. We don't forget important songs like the Wildwood Flower. We don't forget that. Let me look on Twitter real quick and see what everyone asked. I don't want to leave those people out. We'll be off of Twitter soon, but not yet. Quant Casper. What else? FRA. What else? BioFi. All right, let's get to cracking on the ones we've got so far, and we'll cut through them. I've already done Ethereum. I've already done Bitcoin. Let's start going right down the list. Let's hit PYR first. This one is a gaming coin that a lot of people are all up in arms about. I actually planned on buying this one and straight up missed my buy. I was buying so much at one time that I straight up missed it. That's on me. I straight up missed it. Interestingly enough, it's already up to the 382 line. It did this same long consolidation here that Link did. And what I mean by that is it just went sideways, dead sideways for a year and a half. Did nothing for a year and a half. Didn't really fail, though, too much either. Then we had this range break, just like Link did, just the same way. You broke the 200 and the 50-day moving average, which is what I've got on the screen. The yellow and red lines are the 200-day red line, and the yellow line is the 50-day moving average. All right. So I'm going to take the 50 only, leave the 200 off for a moment as I look through some of these. So PYR is consolidating a bit under the 382 fib here. I'd like that to be over, but it's not. If we go to the weekly, we talked about this on previously, but anything over the 50-day moving average, 50-week moving average, because I'm on a weekly chart, as you see up here, that's weekly. And the yellow line is still the 50 moving average, but since I'm on a weekly chart, it's a weekly moving average. So long as we are over this 50 moving average on the weekly, you're good to go. I want you to go back and look at every coin chart from the last bull market and watch what happens when they get over the 50-week moving average. What you're going to find is almost across the board success. All right. So there's an extreme high probability if it's over the 50-week moving average, you're probably all right, as long as it's not the end of the bull market. All right. Obviously, I do all my buying and selling on the daily, but there's weight in the fact that the 50-week moving average has shown up to be pretty darn good. All right, that's kind of our bull bear filter and our hey, we're ready to go filter. What you're going to see is a lot of these will already be over the weekly 50-week moving average. All right, PYR on the daily though. So if we're looking at daily, this thing looks like it may have failed the 821 EMA. It's in between. It's in the wait a minute zone. The wait a minute zone is this area in between the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA. And as you see, the price is dead in there. So when the price is between the 8 EMA, green line, and the 21 EMA, purple line, well, we just wait. We just wait and do nothing. We don't do anything and panic until that moves. Once that moves, we can make a decision. Right now, we just hold tight, watch closer. It's kind of like a signal to pay more attention. Okay? Pay more attention. May slow down a little bit here. I don't like this candle right here. Big red candles like that at the top of a run typically mean bearishness. If this thing fades back, I expect 21 EMA and then 50-day moving average, and that'll probably end up being around 480 if that happens. And there's a high probability this thing just consolidates and cracks back north. It's not a sale yet. So since that's the case, got to kind of wait it out. NXRA. All right, Alliance block. All right, this thing's sailing high. It appears as though it's made a new all-time high. I think this is the oldest chart. Let me make sure, because then I'll get called out for not saying the right damn thing. I think this is the old chart. So let's pull a fib on this, because she is gone with the wind, it appears. I'll try to catch most of the price action there. All right, she's already broken all-time high. Excellent. Now that it's broken all-time high and kind of back testing it, we may see some consolidation here on top of this 13.5 cent area. But the good news is, as long as it stays above 12 cents here, your titties. Because above 12 cents is Sniper's Alley. Anything above Sniper's Alley, still bullish here. We saw this last bull market where things came and danced on top of Sniper's Alley and then broke back north more. It's okay. It's fine. It's just consolidating and finding new buyers. Where would my targets be? Well, it looks like it's going to keep going up here toward 18 cents, 20 cents, and 25 cents. I'm not saying that's going to happen overnight, but I think those targets will get hit. And as you see, that's a solid 100% more up there. Now, the interesting thing is, what do these do in the bull market? Because they've already broken all-time high. Well, the answer is, once you're in price discovery, it's easy. Simply ride the trend. All right, what do I mean by ride the trend? Let me pull all this other stuff off. We don't need it on there. Now, this is very important. So I want everyone to understand and pay attention. This is important. Once you're into price discovery, this is going to happen in the bull market. I promise you, you're going to get this in price discovery and you're going to think it's never coming back down. And you're not going to know when to take profits, when to sell, what to do. This is important, so pay attention. It's very simple, but we're going to ride the trend. As long as we have an uptrend, like you can clearly see that we have highs and lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're probably going to make another higher low in here. Let's draw a simple trend line. A simple trend line like so. It's an uptrend, so let's make it green. Green for good. When I see this fail, it's time to run away. Until this doesn't fail, I'm staying in. As long as it stays above this line, it can play around over here. and dance and do all this. As long as it stays over the line, I don't care. It can come right back down and do this. That's fine. Stay over the line. We can add in extras like our 50-day moving average. We don't need the 821 up there for this explanation. As long as we stay above this 50-day moving average, there's no reason to sell anything. As long as we stay above the 821 EMA, which we just took off, but we'll put back on there. As long as you're above this, no reason to sell, no reason to bail, no reason to freak out. You're in price discovery, let her eat. We learned this last time, valuable lesson last time. Sometimes you sell too early, right? I did it a lot. I sold too early on many, many things, and also made the mistake of selling all of it. So I've already started doing better this time. I've already sold multiple positions for profits and then flipped them into something else, what I call an alley-oop, what the assassins call an alley-oop. So what I'm doing is selling most of it and then keeping some to the side. And since that's kind of house money and I got most or all or more than what I put in back, it's house money and it's free to ride. I've taken profits, so I'm good. And now what is left in there, I really don't care so much about. It's all going up eventually. We know that. So I'll leave them be and check on them periodically, but I don't need to worry about those so much anymore. Same case here. You had this big green bullish monster price action here, which is awesome. And you're still way over the 50-day moving average. So there's no reason to do anything except let this thing play out some more. If it starts coming down here and playing with this 8 and 21 EMA and acting like it wants to fail, well, you could possibly take a little bit of profits and scale out some if you'd like. As long as it's over this 50-day moving average, you don't have to do that. We see it fall under this 50-day moving average, I'm definitely scaling out. But not the case so far for this one. It's flying high and doing well. Gala. I recorded that so I could share it later. It's an important lesson. But you're going to see me use what I just said over and over and over and over and over again. All right. It's very important that you pay attention to that kind of stuff because you're going to see me do it and say, well, why did you do that? Well, I just told you why. Grok. Thank you, Tex. What else we got? Jay, Raging Beagle. What's up, brother? Brand new moderator. Raging Beagle. Bam. There you go. You got your blue wrench now, brah. J Mart, it says EWT. I got that on the list already, I believe. Do you think GRT is close to a sale? We shall look at that. Got to hang with me a little bit. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Josh. Lunatic Prophet. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So, Gala, similar story here. Playing with the 821 EMA, all right, hasn't failed it yet. Way over the 50-day moving average, just pull a basic trend line. You could argue that this thing's just sailing north and on its way, and we don't have much data, and we don't have much information to base an uptrend off of. So we should probably just leave it be for now and continue riding up what it's doing and not panicking and not doing anything crazy. As long as we're still over our indicators and we have our basic bullish stuff going, why should we back off and freak out? Let's have a look at the weekly. Okay, now the weekly is a little different. We're still under the 50-week moving average, unlike what I showed you earlier with PYR. That was over the 50-week moving average. Just still under, still playing around, not quite got the giddy up, not quite got the hitch in its step like the other ones do. So you'll be a little bit more careful with this one, okay? Not quite got an 821 weekly cross here just yet. Looks like it's going to take a little bit longer for that to happen. It's kind of playing around in between the 821 EMA and the 50-day moving average. As long as it's playing around here, it's okay. Like to see it jump over that, though. Once it jumps over that 50, hey, man, we're playing with house money at that point. I'm already playing with house money on Gala anyway. I think there's a possibility a lot of these roll over and take a breath. So I don't want people to freak out if that happens. Again, every bit of down here from now until April is a buying opportunity, honestly. And we're probably going to get a buying opportunity around halving as well. So I'm not looking to run away from a bunch of these positions. XLM. All right. XLM. All right. So your downward cross 821. I'm actually underwater a little bit on this position. It's one of very few that I'm not in profits on. I bought XLM kind of as a stash I knew that I was going to buy some of this, and I kind of forgot to buy it as well. So I went ahead and bought some just to stick away and not pay attention to. Already decided they're not really going to bother with this one until it really takes off, because I think we all know what's going to happen with it. It's going to eventually go up and do its thing. So I'm not really worried too much about it. I bought this when these, let's see, 1024. So I bought this. It might have been yeah. Oh, I bought this red wick right here. There you go. I bought that red wick, and then it came all the way back down and shot back up. So I was in the profits for a bit. Whatever. But we did bounce the 50-day moving average. We are under the 821 EMA, but we are over that 50-day moving average, and it's kind of pinned down to it. Now, if I put the other moving averages up there, you see they're all kind of balling up. This is actually a good thing. We actually want to see this happen. What does this mean? Well, when we see all of our moving averages and all of our EMAs balling up together like this, if the price is over it, like we are right now, that's very, very bullish. That's good support and good strength moving forward, okay? That's good. I want to see that play out and let it happen. I love support. Support is always a good thing when you're buying. If it falls under and we get something like that, that's worst case Ontario. We don't want to see that. And I actually kind of drew a dick. Whoops. That's worst case Ontario. We don't want to see that. I want to see it stay over this 50-day moving average, especially over the 200-day moving average. Let it play out a bit. It will have its time. I don't think it's just a perfect time yet. He might get a good buying opportunity tomorrow or the next couple of days here. But hey, it hasn't broken loose just yet. I think it will eventually. Kind of pinned down right now. Give it a little bit more time. This one I'm not quite as sold on. Not quite as sold on. Move some of this stuff, and then we'll move on down the list here. Expector. Oh, we talked about this one last week. This is going to be a quick no for me. While I do like this big hammer candle right here, that's nice and bullish. We don't have an 821 cross. We are under the 50-day moving average. So it's a no for me on that one. NTVRK, I think that's right. That's it. All right, so this one's got a bull flag brewing above the 50-day moving average, but it looks like it's trying to kind of lag out a little bit right here. Let's pull up the 821 EMA. You're still over the 21, but you're failing the 8 EMA a little bit here. This one's already moved a lot. So let's be careful here, all right? I don't want anyone to get crazy and do anything silly. This big shot up might retrace. However, as long as it holds up here, it's okay. Excited about that move it made right there. That's a hell of a move. Let's pull some fibs on this one. Look at some potential gains. All right, so it's stuck under that 382 fib just like we saw on PYR. I expect this 65-cent level to get hit. There's resistance right here in the golden pocket, so I would expect $1.84 is a fair number for action as well. How much percent is that? About 5x, at least 5x for this one. If it breaks above that zone of resistance right there and gets above that to Sniper's Alley, there's a possibility it goes even higher. One step at a time, though. We're nowhere near close to that. We'll reassess it when it gets there. Kudos. And I want people to please take all this in. And if you haven't done so, 62 people on, 32 likes. Y'all go hit like, man. It's free. Doesn't cost anything to hit like around here. All right, more likes we get, the more people watch. The more people watch, more people we help. All right, kudos. Same thing as Ethereum, where it's kind of hitting that level that it doesn't want to break right through here. You can kind of see that resistance level, can't you? It's multiple times not breaking it. All right. Back out a little bit here. There's February 21. This is November 21 when the bear market started. I've been pulling most of my fibs from this level to be fair. All right. Looking at that, it looks like we just recently broke out here and are sitting on top of the 236 fib. While it hasn't broken resistance, it is sitting on top of some support now. That's pretty darn good. I don't hate it. Red candle today, buying opportunity. Anything from here down to 3 cent flat looks like a fair buy. Anything from here to 3 cent flat. I think there's pretty good gains here to be had in this one. Let's pull some measurements here and do some calculatory work. First resistance, 150%. Next resistance is right there at the golden pocket, about another 5x, just like we just saw. If we get above that level right there, that resistance, okay, if we get above that, we can head to Sniper's Alley up here at 4 cents, which would knock off multiple zeros, and that would be about a 10x if we break resistance first. One step at a time. We'll have to cross this bridge when we get to it. Right now, it doesn't look too bad. OLOS. This is on Ethereum. No, it's not. Let's do better than that. Can we get a better chart? There we go. Goodness, this one's shot up like a cannon, dude. All right, so clean uptrend. Cannot deny the juice that this thing's got in it. She don't want to stop. She's running up like a bull with gas. Kind of smacked a take profit fib right there at 122. I'm sorry, 1272, which was $2.68. Kind of hit that level, but you're still floating in between here. Still making a bull flag. I think there's a possibility it takes a run at $3 and $4 in the near future. Not a bad chart. SDEX. Smart Dex is what it's called. Again, same story as Kudos. I'm sorry, OLOS. Looks very similar. You've already broken all-time high. Some of these that y'all are going to mention, I think you're wanting a little bit of validation on because they've already broken all-time high. As long as this thing floats above Sniper's Alley, which is about 1.5 cent. It's right now, it's actually 0.013. As long as it stays above the 0.86, 0.786 fibs right here, everything's all right. It's the same thing as we talked about earlier. It's a bullish move to stay above that because you can take a run toward their take profit fibs, which it hasn't reached yet. I do think it will get there in time. That's 0.016, 0.018, and 2 cents, which is about 90 or 80% more up than it is right now. APT. All right, this is on Coinbase, Aptos. Yeah, we've talked about this one before. All right. So from where we're at right now, the resistance level of that 50 fib, I need to pull a new one. It's already retraced and did a 786. This fib is complete. We can pull a new one. 786 retraced down was excellent. All right, now we're stuck in between 236 and 382 in the correct direction. We got some resistance through here. It's kind of running into now. There's some more resistance up here around $10. And we're at 7 right now, so that's just 25% there. Golden pocket about 60%, about 120%. I think this one probably breaks all-time high because the gains aren't very great. The gains aren't very good in this until it breaks all-time high. That's only 180%. So I bet you this runs up here to $51 eventually. That sounds crazy right now. But I think if you give it time, it'll get there and do its thing. I'll have to watch closely. There's no guarantee there, right? But when I see charts like this that the gains don't match the chart compared to others, then there's a possibility that this one breaks all-time high. I like that look. VET. Notice that there was an opportunity there for it to break all-time high and get to take profit fibs, but that's just to match what others would get to. Okay. All right, so I've done a little bit of fine-tuning on this VET chart. I'm in this position. That's why I've got this chart pulled up. Those are my actual buy lines in green right there, and that's my average price in purple. We're hanging out above the 50 fib. Good. That big red candle was immediately swallowed up by bullish engulfing. We've gotten back over the 821 EMA like nothing happened. This is still my target box up here, and the reason is, if you look at it, this is the big overall fib, big weekly fib here, combined with a smaller local fib. All right, and that both line up right here at about 2.5 cents. They both line up roughly right there. I think that's where things will slow down a little bit. But it could also just stop right here and stall out. It hasn't quite broken loose just yet. It just kind of erased what it did the other day, like it just never happened. As long as it's hanging out in this spot, I can't bail on this. And I plan on hanging on to this VET for a while until the bull market later on. Then I'll sell it and trade it around a little bit. It's got good gains, and I think VET is going to have a big bull market. I do. A lot of backing behind it. They've got deals with the UFC and everything else. They're not going to fade away. They're not going to fade away. So we'll watch closely, but technically right now still okay. GRT, the graph. Already took most of my position out on this one, but as I said before, I did save some and stockpile it, put it over in my forget about it section because I still have some, and I'm going to hang on to that for the remainder of the bull market. Whatever that makes me, it makes me. Okay. Right now, still good to go. You're still hanging out over the 821 EMA. I want you to have a little bit of pause, and here's why. And this is why I went ahead and took profits when I did. Hey, look, there's a dark line in here that I had pulled. You can barely see it. I'll grab a fib here. We'll go from October, November of 2021. We'll pull this all the way down. This chart is very clean. See that? It's very clean. We started running into a bit of resistance right through here and kind of failing to break through it. It's taken a bit of a break and a bit of a breather. I do think there's a solid chance it gets to 18 cents and 26 cents. Just needs to maintain its uptrend that technically it's still hanging on to. See that? Still hanging on. Now, give it a little time. What I think we may see on a lot of these is for them to make an overall higher low. And what I mean by that is it might come up here and do this and then make a big fall, but that's still a low and a high and a higher low, and then later a higher high. All right. We'll have to readjust as we go. Okay. I don't have the future. I don't know what everything is going to have. I don't know. Okay. I'm not a mind reader. So one step at a time. All right. Obviously, I'm going to buy and sell my way the whole way. I know I have to do this. This is what I have to do to hit my goal. I've already done the math, and I will come up short if I don't do it that way. So you're going to see me buy and sell. I still have my graph, small position. I'm going to hang on to it. EWT. Energy Web Token. We've talked about this one in the Discord a bit. I'm not going to count that ridiculous wick. I don't think that's real. But I will pull from, man, do I count that? That's tough. I'll go from November just to be pessimistic. So EWT still stuck under trend here a little bit. Hasn't quite cracked through. You see that? It's kind of stuck under this 236 and stuck under this diagonal downward line here. That big trend line hasn't broken like it has for most. Ethereum, Bitcoin, all these others that have broken and started to run. This one hasn't done it. Okay. So let's keep an eye on it. It's trying to fail at the moment, but still technically driving north. Until that fails, no reason to worry. STX. Coinbase. All right. So like I just showed you on EWT that hadn't broken, well, this one has. Right there. Broke out. Very cool. Grab a fib. Let's go back. We don't even have that much data. Ah, this sucks. Let's see if we can find an older chart. See, can we find an older chart? Hey, there's some more data. That's what we like. More data. December 21, right there at the top. Very nice. Give me that wick right there. Let me pull you all the way over here to the end of the bull market. Let me draw an uptrend line because it's very clear that we had that uptrend line right there on stacks. Do you see that? Very clear. You've got a bull flag forming right here. It's going to break one way or the other. Which way is it going to go? We're going to trade it either way. It hasn't broken yet, but it will. And when it does, I want to be a part of it. I like that it's dancing over top of this 382 fib still. Very cool. Overall, entire bull market 382. This fib will stay up here. Matter of fact, let me lock this. This fib will stay up here for the rest of the bull market. All right. Let me add this to a watch list. Let's add that to 2023. All right, so when I see them like this, where they go ahead and pull all the way out to the end of the bull market, I think this one may perform really well based on the fact that not many of them look like this, like Link and Solana. I think this one may perform. So next stopping point, if we break north, is going to be this diagonal line that you see right there. And there's a fib line at roughly 82 cents. Now the diagonal line is more like 72 cents, but that's still up from where we're at. And I like the fact that we're sitting on support. So as long as those things continue to maintain, there's no reason to panic and freak out. I think it looks better than most. I'm going to leave this up. Keep monitoring this and watching it. What are the gains like? Because I think this one breaks all-time high. 250 to Sniper's Alley. 1,000 to 1272. 15x to $11 and 31x to 19. That's fully possible here. I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but this thing's playing out fairly well so far. So let's keep an eye on STX. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm sorry. Pepe 1 AGX. Pepe 1 AGX. Balancer. Let's see what else we got. Sold all my playable. Will buy back on the fall. They're doing great things there. Yeah, I don't think those are real nodes though. That's, yeah, I don't do NFTs. Yeah, I cashed out on mine and got paid, bro. I made 300% on it. I'm fine. I don't even care. Sun. We'll look at Sun. Oh shit. All right, $1.99. Thank you, JP. How about some JD bonded? JD bonded, Tennessee, good old Tennessee whiskey. Can't beat it with a stick. Let's have a drink on that. That wasn't a very good cork pop. That was all right. Drinks for you, JP. Thank you. That's good stuff. By the way, after we've had a drink, it's a great time to talk about what we do best, and that's chart. And that's in our Discord, wap.com/team786. It's extremely cheap, $10 a month at the moment. That will change at the end of the year, and that won't be available anymore. It'll only be 16, but it will come with a free month. Right now, we don't have a free month, but you get the reduced rate of $10. What does that get you? Well, it gets you access to us 24/7, 365. I do sleep occasionally, but not very much. And when I don't sleep, I'm charting, and I'm talking to all of you one-on-one constantly. Name me all the other influencers who constantly answer all of you. I don't have a cricket sound effect, but if I did, it'd be going off right now. We talk about charts nonstop. We Zoom on after the stream. We have a weekly roundup we do every single Monday morning before we go over the market before it starts. We have a Forex channel. We have a stock channel. We have multiple different time frame channels. We have all only charts channel. We have a chart discussion channel. We have channels where we discuss TA and concepts. We have a channel where we share things. We have channels broken down into different categories like Solana, Arbitrum, XLM, XRP, DAG. Ooh, I don't say that one anymore. Chadgraph. We have that one all in our Discord. wap.com/team786. Doors close soon. We're going to cut membership off for any new people soon. Don't say I didn't warn you. Back to the charts. All right, let's do Mizar. I've got this one. This is actually on a DEX. Okay. So this candle is from yesterday still. I could pull this up. Can I pull this up on, yeah, I can pull this up on a DEX. Let's do this. MZR. I don't particularly like using DEX Screener or DEX tools, right? But it's okay. Market cap is up $4 million in the last couple of days. It was 8 million. Now it's up to 12. Just like that. This is why when you get an opportunity on these smaller charts to really get in and pay attention. 821 EMA cross, and it hasn't failed you yet. 50-day moving average I don't have on the screen, but it hasn't failed either. You've blown right through the 200 moving average like it wasn't even there. Beautiful. All right, next targets. It's at the 50 fib right now, which is 001282. You can't see that because it's very tiny. 001282. I had this very early. I bought this way down here. I'm up almost 200% on this so far. Not bad. Not bad. That's not even counting the other buys I made in here. Right? This one is up 100%. That one was up 200%. And this one is up 55%. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not complaining at all about this chart right here. I expect this to do more. I think this is only the beginning, honestly. I think it's going to keep going. People love to yap about use case. This one has it. This is a coin that's used for their trading platform. They have a bot trading platform that you've seen me make videos on before. They pay me nothing. So don't come at me and say they paid me to say this. I bought this on my own. They're cool people, and I've talked to them. I've Zoomed with them. They're cool. All right. They haven't paid me anything. So don't come at me. I don't want to hear it. I've never taken $1 from any project, ever. May I in the future one day? Maybe, but I haven't yet. All right. So I don't want to hear it. And obviously I'll tell everyone if I did. I'll tell you they paid me X to say this. Okay. But I've never gotten any money for that. I've actually turned it down every single day. I turn one down. I don't want to hear it. This is doing great. I'm going to flip to the weekly here. And you'll see that you don't even have an 821 cross yet. There's not a whole lot of resistance, but there is some we're running into now. Realistically speaking, we're hitting some resistance here. There's a little bit more up here at the 002 level, and we're at 0012 right now, so that's about another 80% up. There's some more resistance there. Once we break that, hey, man, this thing's clear to run way up here to these upper levels. All right, and those upper levels are, I do think it gets up there in the bull market, 0009, 013, and 02. 2 cent. Where would that put us at from my original buy? 50x. Not bad. I'll take it. We'll see how this plays out the rest of the time. I've already got, I think, all I want to get into this one. I don't want to go crazy and put a bunch of money into one thing. I like to cast a wide net. Y'all know me. So let's watch it closely. All right. While I'm here, let's look at playable. And I may not get to all of the coins in this list. I'm sorry. I've talked a lot, but I also like to explain things. I don't like to rush through. Okay. So I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I already took profits on this one. You can see my profit lines here. I made $1,600 on this, whatever. But it's still running. And as long as it maintains this uptrend, off you go. Off you go. I can't say sell it all. I shouldn't have sold it all. I should have kept some, yeah. And I would still make more money. But profit's profit, and I can't argue with it. As long as this uptrend holds, no reason to bail. Okay. One more here. Bundle bits. This one's done great recently. I'm up on it. I've got 2 buys in. You can see that. My average buy price is going to be somewhere around in here. I do that in purple. All my average buys are in purple. So that's going to be roughly where my average is. We've broken over resistance so far. There is some more chop to get through in here. It's just a daily chart. I do expect this one to eventually break north. $17, $25, $45. Current price, $3. That's a lot more up, isn't it? From the price we're at now, up there is another 10x. From where I bought, that's 16x. From where my average is, 12x. Not bad. I'll take it. Okay. Little at a time. We're going to keep chipping away at this till we get to my goal of 2 million. Will we get there? Man, I don't know, but I'm going to try. All right. On to the next one. Velo. And I'm sorry if I don't get to everybody's coins. I don't want you all to be mad at me. Okay. Give me the, oh shit, Graham. 3 bull playable paid for this super chat. Thanks, Professor, from It's Charles. Bro, let's go. Thank you, brother. Let's have a drink on that. We'll have a drink in Texas soon. Ooh, that was a good cork. Did you hear it? Ah, that's a good one. This bottle's better. Yeah. Whoo. JD bonded. Velo. Before I pull this up, be prepared. A little bit of speculation going on here. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm going to keep this just as real as I can. There's some resistance levels here that I want you to notice. I've got a good position in this one. I'm not shilling it. Sell it if you want. I don't care. I'm going to start with the resistance levels. I have resistance level up here. It's pretty clear to see. I have a resistance level right here in this area. It's pretty clear to see. You could draw a box instead of a line if you wanted. It's fine. And it's clear that I got some resistance built up here, but I think that one will eventually break. The two lines that I think could stop price overall here are roughly 6 or 7x from the price and roughly 100x from the price. 100x from the price. I don't like doing that here, y'all. Y'all know I don't like doing that. I just got to keep it real, though. This has the possibility of doing that. All right. This has the possibility of doing that. If I pull fibs on this thing, I get pretty much the same answer. All right. It depends on where I pull them from, but you know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter here or there, left or right. It doesn't matter. I can't really pull from November 21 because it's down here. So I'm taking the last high, and I could go to all-time high, which is 230 something, I think, which I think maybe makes more sense. Nonetheless, the 382 fib is roughly 2 cents. We're at 002 right now. So like I said, that's a solid 7x to that level, roughly. I think it could get held up there, and I expect it to get to that level minimum. If it breaks up to this level, that's a big deal. Let me show you my position for full disclosure, just to keep it real with you. This is spooky, and this is why I don't like doing this a lot. Okay? Let's keep it real. My current position is $3,300. That's how much I have in this, and I'm willing to wait and hang on. To the 50 fib, 43,000, which is where some resistance is. I must admit, there's some resistance through here. You saw my line drawn earlier. All right. I got the all-time high pulled up here. Fair? Resistance up here at the 618 level. Roughly through here, that's $186,000 for me. If it got stupid and went to 786, that's $400,000 for me, folks. If that gets to that level, I'm going to sell. That's $500,000. Now, obviously, I don't expect that to happen. Pump the brakes. I don't expect that to happen. In the event it does, I guarantee you I'm going to sell there. That's $500,000, and I can't turn down $500,000, fellas. I can't do it. That's a quarter of my goal overall. Okay? Let's use your common sense. Could it go higher than that? I guess it could. Will it? Realistically speaking, probably not. So, take your profits. Take your profits. I'm going to take mine as soon as I see the uptrend fail. Uptrend fails, Keith bails. It's very simple. Oh, shit, JP. Damn it. Son of a bitch. How about some Jim Beam? JP with another $1. Just fucking with me with $1. Here we go. Oh. Jim Beam. Sheesh. Shishus. That's tough. Yeah, alley-oop. Exactly right. Cork popping is my love call. You're stupid, dude. Velo, last time I looked, is as big. Yeah, no, it's not the biggest. I think it's close. It's close. It's not the biggest, I don't think. 20,000 to shield. Let's look at rain real quick. That one's one bit that's been mentioned to me a little bit. Rain. I'm not going to get to all these. I only have 4 minutes left, and I'm sorry if I missed your guys' token. I apologize. Holy shit. Look at rain. It's called Rainmaker. It's on MEXC. Look at that fucking thing, dude. Here's the problem. Don't tell me what can't happen. Look at that. That thing is up 350% from the bottom. There's a couple of people in Discord who bought this. I didn't. That's on my dumbass for not buying it. Right? That's what I get. Look at that heifer run. Sprinted and blew past the 236 fib, which makes me think almost everything will run up here and do this, right? If this one doesn't, you've never heard of it, I've never heard of it. It's Rainmaker Games. You can blame it on the gaming sector. I don't really care. Point is, it's performing and doing great. I want to tell you to bail. That looks amazing. A matter of fact, it might hang up right here, and I hate to tell anyone to bail and tuck tail and run on these things, but I love profits. That's my thing, is taking profits. I'm going to take profits till the day I die because it's the right thing to do. I want to get paid. Simply put, I want to get paid. BioFi. This is the last one we'll do. Probably. BioFi of recently has been sprinting. I've told you the story of me buying based on a YouTuber telling me what was up. Mistake. That's my green buy line right here. All the way back in April, I bought that. And I said, you know what? I'll throw $100 at it and forget about it. And it didn't make a single dollar. That's what happens when you listen to YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. So that cost me. Good news is I DCA'd one time down here at the bottom. So my average price is in the middle. I'm now in the profits. Titties. I'm in the profits. Here's the problem. It's broken the trend now. And now that it's broken the trend, as you see, it broke that red line right there. I can pull a fib on it and say, okay, it's broken trend. Let's get serious here. Where now? It's over 236. So long as it stays over 236, I hate to bail. 382 is at 0012, which I do think will happen because there's resistance up here. It's probably going to come into this resistance and slow down. At that point, I'll probably get my initial investment out and then I'll let some free ride. I've been doing that with a lot of these, especially these that I'm not totally sold on. I'm not totally sold on this. It's a very low market cap. I think it's less than $500,000, right? Less than $500,000. I said this was the last one. I'll do one more here, okay? JP says, get out. Oh, Lord. So, last one, all right? This is a coin that I recently bought that you'll start to see getting shielded. That hasn't necessarily been shielded just yet, but it will start. Storage chain. All right. I went ahead and bought some of this. It's a storage chain node project. I did not make a node. I just bought the coins, okay? I did that because the market cap is only $350,000. $340,000 actually. So it's such a low market cap. And I think probably all these coins break $1 million. That's at least a 3x for me. No problem. Cool. If it does anything more than that, well, I'm feeling great. Vibing. All right. There's no guarantee though. No guarantee that's going to happen. So I'm just going to stick it out and leave it alone and see what happens. As you see, volume is so low. Volume is so low that it's actually chopping along pretty crazily here with all these wild wicks. The good news is it's all buy pressure, not sell pressure. All right. It looks like sell pressure. Trust me. There's not enough volume here to make it really move the needle yet. I went ahead and bought mine. I'm going to hang on to them for a little bit and stash them. I bought enough to make a node, then I decided not to. It is a real node. It runs on a VPS just like Presearch does. So you can actually turn it on, turn it off. You can take your money in and out as you wish. It's not one of these things where you stash your tokens forever. All right. That's why I bought it. Prepare for the shields to attack it on YouTube. Not my thing. Don't blame the messenger. All right. Thank you all for watching. It is a minute overtime, actually. I appreciate every single one of you being on here. It's Thanksgiving. You guys didn't have to come on here and hang out with me. You certainly didn't have to donate any money, but you did. I'll get most of this money sent to Miss Beverly Hills here soon, and we'll get some people taken care of over there in Laos. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it more than you can understand. If I didn't get to your token, I'm sorry. I'll get to it next time, I promise. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. See you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Just me and you charting it up. No bullshit, no nonsense. Just a little bit of whiskey and a little bit of fun. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. See y'all on the next one. Zoom after for the subs. Peace. Sky's the limit.